Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to answer a question that came into the club community today in the starter site clients group, which is a private group, but I thought I'd go ahead and answer this for everyone. And the question is, I have a listing type that I want to deactivate for now, or at least stop it from showing listings that belong to that listing type in the global results. What is the best way to accomplish that? If I could just turn a listing type on or off without deleting it, that would be great. So yeah, a couple parts to this. Okay, so here we're looking at a clone of the Canvas starter site, and it happens to have the global listing type, which is what this this original poster, when they asked their question, was talking about. So if I go here and click on all, that's going to take me to the global listing type and show all listings based on certain criteria. Okay, so how can we hide, let's say, for example, experts from here? So it's unfortunately it's not just as easy as turning one, like flipping one switch. There's a bit more to it. Okay, so going back to the question. It's not about, like, we want to avoid deactivating the listing type and just hide the listings for that particular listing type. Okay, so one of the ways that you could do it is you could come in here under listings, and let's say we want to do this for experts, right? So let's just find an expert listing type in here, and if you click on this little link here below the actual title of the listing in the WordPress dashboard, that's the listing type. So that's going to sort by all of your listings for that listing type. Okay, so from there we can then do, it depends on how many listings you have, how fast this is going to go, but you can click this box up here to do a bulk select, and then what you can do is go to edit and then apply, and then these are just listings, are just WordPress posts essentially, right? So you can go over here to status and set this to draft, for example, or you could set it to private if you want. Now, the one caveat for doing this is the SEO value. So while listings, I mean, maybe you guys don't know this. I mean, listings are not really they're not really amazing for SEO, and that's not a MyListing problem. That's just the way it is because the content is typically so thin. And then there's also the heading structure that's a little wonky and all that. But I've done videos and talked about that in the past. But if you're counting on listings for SEO, then that's what, it's not that great. But if you really believe that your listings, and maybe you are doing something special to where your listings are actually ranking and whatnot, by doing this, you are removing that SEO that you have built up for these. You're hiding them from the search engine. So depending on how long you keep these offline and stuff, it's not going to be good, potentially. Okay, but I'm just going to answer the question with a little bit of antidotes there. So what we can do again is just set the status to draft and just click update here, and that's just going to go through all of the listings for that particular listing type. And as we see here, they are now marked in like this purple shade here with a status of draft. So now when we go back to this Explorer page and refresh, we see that those listings drop off. But as you can tell, that's only part of the part of the solution. We still have the experts up here on our Explorer page. So we would also need to go to the Explorer page, and if we go to the main Explorer page, we need to remove them from there because of how Canvas is built. But also, if you have an individual Explorer page, you'll need to make sure that the links to that are removed as well. So if I go into the main Explorer page, edit the Elementor widget, we need to take the expert option out of there. Okay, so let's do that. And refresh our Explorer page. There we go. So just that fast, I believe we have satisfied the question. I have a listing type I want to deactivate for now, or at least stop it from showing the listings. We have stopped showing the listings that belong to that listing type in the global results. If I could just turn on and off a listing type, yeah, you can't do that. I mean, so we're not not having to do anything specific to the listing type. So that satisfies the other part of this person's question. So looking at the rest of the site, what if on the home page, because I know Canvas has this listing type on the home page, you just got to go through your site now and find all of the spots where you've mentioned this. So I guess my question for the poster of this question is this really that important? Like, why are we doing this? Maybe there's a good reason, but you got to go through, like on the home page, I would now have to come here and remove this from the home page. What else? Scrolling down the home page, we've got a section on our home page just for this listing type, and we've got some listings in there. And the reason the listings are still showing here is because the MyListing listing feed widget is going to cache this stuff. So you'll also need to come in here and remove that. Let's see, from the add listing page. So if I go here and list, if you've got something set up there, you're going to need to remove that. There's a lot to think of. I got some things turned off on this test site on purpose, so that's why some of this stuff looks a little wonky. But this is just a test site. But yeah, to the original poster, go in as I showed you into the WordPress dashboard, sort by that listing type of all the listings, set them to draft mode. But then you got to be prepared to go through all throughout your site, anywhere that you have a mention of that listing type, and hide it or remove it somehow. Yeah, so those are the steps. I hope you found this useful, and I will catch you in the next video.